Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers, Facebookians. Aries here with a quick video. I have a lot of stuff to do. I got to get prepared for tomorrow, but before I do, I would like to share with you a couple things that I would like to share with you. Now, somewhere in my filing cabinet, I was talking to Norma about some information. I think she said something about um, etc., Now, somewhere in my notes here, I have a note that is very important for um, helping out transgendered people. Here we go. So, to make it fast and quick, I will tell you exactly what is on my mind, okay? Because I got other things to do, like play Disgaea, my game, my only unwind time. It's just, oh yeah, this is holiday red. I'm wearing some lipstick tonight for some of you knowing. It is called Grape. Okay, so, first of all, I want to speak to Norma. This is directly at you. I think Norman and River runs through me. Norman! Okay, so, this is the information I have to get hormone therapy right here. I believe the bottom one is on surgery. Yes. Okay. So, even if you have all the crap that you're going through, Norma, or for some of you subscribers or people following this video, you got to realize that there's something I'd like to share with you right now. Now, all these notes that I have here in my hand talks about surgery and how to go about it, etc., etc. This here talks about Medicare paying for transgender health care. Well, let me share with you what is going on with Medicare, okay? Medicare brought out in 2014, changed a ruling from 1981 that said it's no longer experimental for gender confirming surgeries. It is for basically it's not experimental. So basically it's saying surgical intervention to have a vagina or phallus or a penis is medically necessary. But this letter here from the Transgender Equality says Medicare covers necessary sex reassignment surgery. Yes, but here's the problem. See, Medicare makes a ruling, then other insurance companies follow suit, and then finally they say, oh, well, we have to cover it. So other insurance companies follow the guidelines of what Medicare puts, and what the other insurance companies like Novitas, who runs the Veterans Administration, Martin Novitas is also a Medicare contractor. So insurance companies finally follow suit and say, okay, we're going to give phalloplasties and we're going to give this and that for your surgical intervention. But this is what's going on for some of you out there, like Norma, who says, oh, well, I have a tough battle ahead, but I can make it work. Yes, but this is what's going on right now, okay? Let me put it to you this way. A lot of people are fighting for this. This means that coverage decisions for transgender-related surgery will be made individually on the basis of medical need and applicable standards of care, similar to other doctor-hospital services under Medicare, right here. So the exclusions there, then it says right there, this means coverage for transgender-related surgeries. Well, the female and the males are getting everything done, and a lot of the people out there, the male, the females, are saying, hey, where's the breast augmentation for us? Wait, well, where's the FFS? You got some groups out there on Facebook and Yahoo and Google and MSN and all these places going, oh, well, you have to self-advocate for yourself. Otherwise, you can't get it done. Well, guess what? Most of the people self-advocate, and you got doctors out there saying, whoa, this is cosmetic. Whoa, we want Part C Medicare insurance. Whoa, we want this. Whoa, we want that. So, Norma, for the rest of you out there watching, here's what's going on. The insurance companies are trying to do a 360. rotate and turn the insurance companies to knowing and not giving surgical intervention. You're thinking, oh, how do I know this? Simple. I'll tell you, okay? The simple means is this. Medicare put up a thing asking the people, mind you, the American people, a link. The link is medically necessity, NCD, National Covered Determination. National determination is simple. They're trying to get the American people, the transgendered girls, the male to females, the female to males, the trans men, all these people rounded up to say, hey, this is medically necessary. What happens? Transgendered people don't give a crap. Don't give a crap. Don't care. And then look what happens. All of you lovely transgendered people out there end up wondering what's going on when they can't get breast augmentation. When Medicare says, well, it's Medicare. See, if you self-advocate for yourself and use the transition-related surgeries made on individually basis as medically necessary, they're going to say, oh, okay, but they're in the mindsets of the 70s and 80s. Oh, well, you want breast implants. That's elective. But you turn around for the transgendered people, like female to males, they use cancer preventive for ovaries and uterus removal, cancer prevention for breast removal, cancer preventive for this or that. Then the male to females turn around and say, hey, we shouldn't be crapped on. We need stuff too. Well, guess what? Now, the CMS, the Center for Medicare and Medicaid Services, put out this poll. And the poll states, or not poll, sorry, public opinion, public comment session about shall we allow the CMS to make a national coverage determination that transsexual related surgeries are covered. Well, here's the big part for Norma and the rest of you out there saying, oh, well, 2016 is going to be great. We're going to fight for it. We're going to win. Problem is if 2016 comes around, you might be fighting harder and harder for it and harder for it because no one in their damn right mind, excuse me for 1 second, is going to be getting those surgeries much longer if the government blocks Medicare for these surgeries, which they're trying under the the national determination, because if you listen for the insurance companies, if you have Medicare Part A, Part B, or Part C, a lot of people get pre-approved, and it's about 97% from what I understand denied, and then they gotta appeal it, and it takes time and effort. And I'm not being a negative Nancy, I'm just saying the facts are this. The National Coverage Determination put public comments out there. Public, right? December 3rd, I believe it was, to January 2nd. Guess what? As of the last time I checked, let me look real quick for my own statistics. I don't want you all thinking I'm a jackbooted thug or a useless woman that has no opinion or no say on what's going on. And I apologize for the dog. He's just being atrocious at time. So please bear with me. It seems the internet is running slow as crap tonight. But I'll just have to wing it because the website is acting up. And I'm talking purely acting up. So let me just put it to you this way in terms that you guys can could understand. Is here we go. Sorry for the delay. Okay, so it says here for view public comments. Okay, public comments for this is 69. It went up. Now, right here, it went up. Now, there's probably like 10 negatives saying, well, the taxpayer shouldn't be paying for it. Now, insurance companies base things on NCD, a national coverage determination. So if you look at it completely, 69 comments. Okay, let's just say 69 comments is something that's not good. It is uberly not good. When I say it, I mean it as in not in the box. I mean it's not good because 69 comments when there's a population in this country of 600,000 to about 1 million to 1.2 million transgendered people. They should be hammering this. Instead, a lot of them sit there with a lot of doctors out there and say, not on my watch. We're not voting for this. I'm not going to vote for it. I'm not going to do a poll on it, say on the White House website. I'm not going to do a comment on it. Let it die so the taxpayers don't have to pay for it. Plain and simple. So insurance companies basically got it put out there. But in the meantime, the other problem that's going to happen is states are going to be allowing transgender related services under Medicaid. Then everyone's going to flock to those states, or people are going to sit there and say, oh, well, this state says it's medically necessary for breast implants. Well, most states there are trying to bring in doctors to do these transgender related health insurance, but with everything going down the toilet. So, anywho,
Good evening. New text from hubby. To hear it, say listen.
Listen. It's a nickname of his. Listen.
Sorry, can you repeat that? To hear it now, say listen.
Listen.
Hubby said, going to take quick shower, will be ready in 15 to 20. I'll message once I'm out. To reply to hubby, say send text.
Send text.
What's your message?
K.
I think you said K. Is that correct?
Yes.
Great, I'll send that now.
Anyways, he's nickname is Hubby because he keeps saying that's him, you know. So, anyways, I wanted to share with you. Sorry about that interruption. Jessie girl message. But anyways, the bottom line for all of you beautiful trans women out there is the NCD is going to be making the determination. And with not enough people posting comments on it, you got maybe 10 or 12 that are saying the taxpayer shouldn't be paying for it. It's an abomination, blah, blah, blah. Some of that useless crap. The NCD could sit there and say the turnaround or the turnout crowd is not good. Whereas you get something like, say, cigars, for example, and you got the cigars going there, and you have people sitting there and saying, oh, we're going to tax it $10 a stick. Next thing you know, you got 900,000 cigar and pipe smokers saying, not on my watch, FDA. Next thing you know, the FDA is looking for a different angle. It's like turning around and President Obama, for example, saying, oh, we need to burn guns, we need to do this, we need to do that. All the gun owners go flock together, the comment section. Next thing you know, let's just say the DOJ and all these other places have like 6, 8, 10, 20, 30, 40 million comments. They got to go through them. Let's just say 40 million comments, for example, for gun owners. They're going to be going through that for a long time with the government sitting there saying, oh, well, we shouldn't screw around with people's guns. But same with the FDA. You get enough cigar pipe smokers, they'll be like, no, you're not taxing us. Or the more people you have for people, things like gun owners love their guns. Cigar smokers love their cigars, which there's a lot of them out there. Guess what? Bottom line is, there's less than 100 comments. The NCD is going to probably be shelved pretty much from what I'm gathering because no one's going to care. No one came together as a unit, as transgender girls and men, and said, hey, we need this. This is medically necessary. Instead, it didn't spread like wildfire. I gave it to my family. My family said, piss on it. We're not doing this. I gave it to other people. they're like, oh, okay, but this is not good. Transgender people are saying, well, we shouldn't be paying for the people on Medicare, Medicaid for it. Hell with it. If we have to pay full price for it, that's fine. But as I said, the NCD has basically been brought out from what I can gather by the insurance companies that can flip it. They're going to sit there, and instead of sitting there and saying, oh, well, we're paying for these people, they're going to flip it as fast as they can to overturn it by saying, you didn't have enough people and scientific evidence. You only had 60, 70, 80 comments in a month. They're not going to sit there and give another, month or two or three. They're going to implement it right away, and it's going to be either yay or nay. Now, if they're smart enough, they might just sit there and say, well, we have enough comments saying it needs to be done, but most likely they might just shelf it and say, hey, we didn't get enough comments. The hell with them. And that could happen. And if it happens, I'm not at fault because, frankly, a lot of the male to females don't even want to help because they think the female to male shouldn't have everything given to them on a silver platter, transsexual surgery-wise. And then they sit there and say, oh, well, I need my breasts and they're not giving it because of this or that. Thing is, the doctors are saying it's cosmetic. The doctors are saying cosmetic. The surgeons are saying cosmetic. Some surgeons said they'll do it, but you're going to be paying through the nose if it doesn't cover. Meanwhile, Medicare is sitting there saying, no, no. And Medicare's got all these rules. I mean, I read one place, one insurance company out there, I think it was like MetLife or something, that said they wanted you to be on hormones 5 years, have no breast growth in 10 years, then you can have implants. 10 years. Sounds like we're looking at the new order of Canada, England, Australia, and New Zealand, from what I understand. Those are the ones that basically sit there and say, oh, well, we'll cover it, but you got to go through all this crap to get it. So, anyways, the bottom line is, look for the NCD. They should be changing it or not. If they don't, you can blame the transgender community that didn't give the comments because, it is for everyone, and if everyone is, as one person said, if you advocate for yourself, you're advocating for yourself is fine, but if you are advocating as a unit, you can get more done as a unit. So, that is what people are really should do, but instead it's, oh, well, we shouldn't be paying for you freeloaders. Oh, you Medicaid people, we shouldn't be paying for them either. Oh, your insurance covers a sex change? Well, I want to change it. So a lot of people are out there. It's all split. It's like this group's against that group, which is against that group, which is against this group. And we're all in the fray, and then we hear people sit there. There's this overweight woman who's transgendered who, I'm going to commit suicide because I can't get breasts. First of all, they don't meet the requirements. Secondly, every doctor's told them their body mass the BMI, body mass index, is too big. They're like a whale. I mean, they look like 600 pounds, and people are like, you got to lose the weight. And then you got them saying, oh, well, I've tried 9 doctors. They all discriminate. The doctors are not discriminating when they're telling you outright it is not covered by Medicare, even though this paper here says it does cover. Problem is they don't want to pay for it, so they're saying it's cosmetic. And even if you did get through, one girl's like, oh, well, my insurance paying for us. I've had your breast implants at GRS. Problem is, the state that she's with, nothing. She's sitting there like, well, how long am I going to wait? Doctors are trying to pull themselves together to get done, etc. So certain states are trying to do their best, but doctors don't want to get paid very little for surgery. I mean, when I was growing up, a fallow in, say, Germany, I believe, in American dollars was almost $300,000. I'm not stupid, okay? I did extensive research when I lived in Australia and over here, and I'm telling you, everything is not good. So with my experience and expertise in certain things, I'm betting my bottom dollar, just like I said, that, as I just said, the insurance companies want to get rid of Obamacare. The only way they're going to do it is if they get a new Republican president and keep both House and Senate. They'll just fly through the door, bye-bye transgendered health care, And if they can't, they're going to go to the insurance companies and say, we got a plan. Because a lot of insurance companies don't want to pay through the nose for pre-existing conditions like the sex change. So they go in and say, let's do an NCD, let's do public comments. If we get enough public comments, say, 300,000-400,000, we might consider keeping it. But instead, less than 100. Yeah, the NCD could sit there and say less than 100 comments total, which they got to archive into the public archives of Congress, the Library of Congress. You do the math. You do the freaking math. It's not going to be pretty. I mean, look at it. So many people have to self-advocate right now for gender-confirming surgeries. Most of them, is FFS covered? Well, in their state it is. Well, in their state it is. But no doctors are doing it. Then I hear people say, oh, what's it take to get SRS from this doctor or that doctor? Oh, that doctor's frozen right now. This doctor will do it, but even if you give Part A and Part B, you're still paying 20%. People are like, well, I don't have $9,000. So if you look at the big picture here, it's a big, big mess where everyone wants to get their vaginoplasties done or phalloplasties or uteral removals. And the female and the males are using, as I said, the cancer preventive card, and they're getting everything unplugged. And, then you have the male to females that need to have reconstruction to be built, and it's, oh, I'm sorry. And then you hear people say, well, it's easier to dig a hole than build a pole. Yes, but a lot of the female and males are having trouble for genital surgery down below because of all these problems, and then the doctor's got to peel it for $10,000 for a fallow when other countries are charging $100,000, $200,000, $300,000. I think the cheapest I've seen is like $30,000 in Thailand. So you tell me, how many people out there have it? Give it a couple years and the insurance company will either collapse because of it or it will still be stable. But right now, the NCD is probably going to be determining what's going to be covered and what isn't for not just transgender-related lower surgery, but they also have to look at the possibilities of other things. I mean, a lot of trans men say, well, we were born with breasts, even though we're born in the wrong body, remove them. Oh, cancer preventive. Okay. And then they say, oh, well, uterus and this, remove it. Well, nowadays, the insurance companies are saying, no, we do not want to remove it. So they're going to the NCD and saying, hey, let's change this whole ball game around so we can get out of it without paying through the nose. Because insurance companies are losing all money, from what I understand, all over. So they're trying to hit the transgender people first and slowly branching out to a point where they can actually just dissolve the entire healthcare system that Obama put into place with Congress and the Senate, the Democrats. So in the meantime, watch for the NCD. That's the real mean reason why people have to self-advocate. Even if you self-advocate, more likely you're going to be dumped on, crapped on, farted on, etc. And, so I'm going to have a hard time after I did this video for Norma and for you girls out there and guys to say that maybe you can call me full of beans, but so far I've watched carefully the comments, and you guys out there haven't posted many, so the NCD might just determine it's not needed national determination coverage for gender-confirming surgeries because there's not enough people saying, oh yes, it needs to be done. So there you have it. So look at it that way. Comments aren't there. They might just strip it all anyways, throw it back in as the experimental drug type thing because of it, and I mean, you got to look at all the comments and you got to look at the whole picture because people sitting there saying, oh, well, in 2019, I'm going to get it done. Maybe if there is a freaking insurance company still holding on by then. I mean, a lot of people are trying to get it done before the insurance companies pull the plug in Medicare and Medicaid and all these people pull it. Right now, you got the taxpayers saying no. Some of the taxpayers that are people that are transgendered, that are living in dysphoria, that are in the wrong bodies, depressed, everything else, they're saying we need it covered. But that might just add another million people for family members. In the end, you still don't got enough people compared to the elderly, the retirees saying, if I can't get the health care I need, they don't get the health care they need. So the NCD is trying to find a good way of fixing it without making them look like a jack-off. And the only way they're going to do that is by that. So, I ranted and long enough, so there you have it for all of you out there. My thoughts and opinions of what's going on with the NCD. So, please add and subscribe if you like. Please post comments, leave feedback, suggestions. Thank you, and may God bless you all.